Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay, so how are you?
Fine. Long time, huh?
Yeah, long time we will meet again. Okay, so don't worry, we
Yeah.
continue from. So let's go. So you already
How
send me
how
a
many how
yeah.
many how many days remaining?
Which one?
How many days are remaining? The remaining days.
Okay,
The
so it's
remaining days. Yeah.
okay. So I think it already for that 10 days or more than 10 days.
Okay.
So
Okay.
no problem. Okay, we continue from here. Okay. So you already send me a CSV file, and you also send me a boundary shape file. Okay. So I try to open it. So let's go. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Mm.
Okay, so let's go.
Yes, I can.
Okay, okay. Just I try to open a new and also try to open your CSV, which I already downloaded. Okay, so you can send me this data. So basically your data combine mainly country, admin, longitude, latitude, and also have some information about that vaccinated and coverage vaccinated. Okay, this type of things. So first of all, I will show you that how we can easily import this CSV file in our R Studio. Okay, so let's go. Just I simply open my code editor, R Studio. So now in this time, I need to use a uh, function or library. This function called the simple feature. Okay, so it's called the SF library. We have to use the SF library. So for that, you can simply click on the package and click on the install. In this time, you install the SF package. So just simply write SF and install this package. Okay, SF means simple feature. Okay, in this time, we are using the simple feature library. Then we just try to import the SF library and then we read the CSV file into the frame. So let's go. It will be downloaded. So just I import that. So use that library function. Okay. After that, simply use the SF. SF mainly simple features. So I simply run the code. It will be okay. There is no problem. And further, I just take a variable name. Suppose I put the variable name is the data. Then I simply put here the read dot c csv. Okay. And put the file name about our CSV file name. So this file I already stored it in the doc tab. Okay, in my documents folder. Is connecting with that my art studio. So in this time I try to add in here these things. So my file name is that you can see the file name. Yeah, you can see data for. Okay, so I put the file name is the data for. So just I simply write this file name in my in here. So just write here the data for dot csv. Okay, so now I simply run this data. So it also okay. There is no problem.
Yeah. The data, please. The data for is our file, right?
You send me this file. Yeah. You send me this file. Yeah.
Okay. So
So,
you rename
yeah,
as
yeah. I
data. Okay.
You can put any name. I put this type of name so that I can easily find out.
Uh,
Okay.
okay.
So now this data is imported in my code editor. If I want to visualize this data, so I simply write the data and then you can see it show the data about your data date. We can get the country, admin, longitude, latitude, and also get this type of things. I can easily get all of full data I can get from here. But I run the code here. You can say I can get all of those data in here. in here I can easily get all of those column name. You can see date, country, admin one, longitude, latitude, all of those things I can easily get from here when I print that data. So this is the process how we can easily import the data, mainly CSV data in our RStudio. First of all, simply import the library SF and then take a variable data equal sign, read CSV, and then put the file name. Okay, and this file I already stored it in my documents folder. Please connect with my RStudio. Okay, so now in this time we use a function. This function help you to the feature from the data frame using the latitude and longitude. So for that, in this time we just take a variable. Suppose I put the variable name is that point. Okay, in this time all of those point I want to store it in here. So for that I have to use a function. This function called the STSF. Okay, so this is the function. Mainly this function create the simple feature from the data frame using the latitude and longitude coordinate. Okay, so let's go try to add in here. So just after doing these things I simply put the parenthesis and call my data. So this my data I simply copy and paste here. Okay, and then I just simply put here the coordinates. So coordinates and put here the column name. So basically just make a list and I put here the latitude and longitude of the column name. So here you can see about the file in our data. Our data we put this column name look like that. You can see we put the longitude. So just I copy this name, column name, longitude, and then paste here, and also put here the another column name for latitude. So just you can use the same spelling or same font, then we can also get the better results. So I try to find out this. Yeah, you can see latitude. Okay, so I simply copy this column name latitude and then paste
Means
it here.
also copy from our CSV file.
Yeah. You can also
The,
copy from the CSV file. There is no problem. But this name
okay.
will be same name, same
Yeah,
spelling or same font. It will be same.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So just I take the data, put here the data, coordinates equal to longitude and latitude, which I already stored it in my column. Okay. And then another thing we have to mention in here, it's called the CRS, coordinate reference system. Okay, CRS. It is a coordinate reference system. So what is the CRS? CRS parameter specify the coordinate WGS 9084. Okay, and this value it mainly fixed. It is the constant value for CRS. It's mainly it's a projected. It's a coordinate system. Okay, coordinate reference system. This value I simply put it. It's a constant value for in whole world 4326.
Please, can you just to add the comments inside behind? No, behind. I mean,
Okay,
besides
okay.
like that. Yeah.
It's a CRS. Mainly, it's the projected. It is the coordinate reference system. Coordinate reference system number. Okay, so 4326. It's the WGS 9084. Or if you want, you can simply search on the Google. You can see I simply search with the Google. Uh, WGS 1984. WGS 1984 CRS value. I simply search it. What is the CRS for WGS 984? The World Geodetic System 984. Yeah, I can see the value 4326. Okay, so it's the fixed. WGS 9084, this value is the 4326. I think this time we are just use at the same value in here, 4326. Okay, so it's done. And further, I just run the code. So click to the run. Okay, it's showing the error unexpected. Okay, point equal to what happened. And we have also mentioned the another argument in here after importing the CSV as is equal to true. Now try to check it. Okay, showing the in of point. So this is the function about that. This is our data which I stored that coordinate, put here the longitude and latitude, CRS 4326. Or we try to rename it. Suppose I put here that longitude, longitude and latitude. Okay. We make the mistake in here. We have to put here the C. Okay. Put here the C. C mainly it's a list. When you define the any list, we have to put here the C. And the name will be same. Name will be same. It will be longitude. Copy that name. Then paste here this same name. Longitude and also latitude. Okay, now try again. It's showing the missing values in coordinate not allowed. The error instead starts showing that missing values in coordinate. So is there any missing value? Yeah. Showing that some missing values is not allowed.
But I saw like one column missing data. I don't know.
This one.
Try to filter any each column. Maybe the last yeah here no. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe the last line empty. Yeah, maybe the last all the last no another the last one the
No.
last yeah maybe they are maybe you can try to delete. No,
Okay.
you know like the maybe you can try to delete.
Okay, I try to add the another. Simply copy the things and try to add the another file. Try new. Okay, so now it's okay. You can see. Okay. So now I simply, I think some space or something is about your first data, but when I want to make a new file about the new data, and I want to run the code, there is no problem. Okay, so now there is no missing value. Sometimes it will be work for that. Suppose when you need to work for that, some space you have put the space or other thing, then it will be show as a missing value. Space considered as a missing value. So that's why it will be not working first time. But when I want to copy the same code and try to make a new file in my other Excel and convert into CSV, and then it will be work. You can see it will be work. Okay. So now let's go further. So now I want to plot. Suppose this type of coordinate I want to plot on my map. So how I can plot? Very easy. Just use here the plot function and then use a function st geometry and call this variable name point. Okay. So I call the variable name point. Then use here PCS mainly point. I want to put here this value, suppose 16. Okay. First I show suppose 16 point for first 16. And which column you want to show. Okay, suppose which information you want to show in your Excel file. Suppose I want to show from here this information. Suppose NVR vaccinated. This information I want to visualize. So further I simply copy this column name and then put this column name in here. Just put the column name. Okay. So I want to show this column name. So now upload these things. Now let's check what happened. Okay, I think it's a color. Okay, so I put the color. Yeah. So it's a color. So suppose I put the point color, suppose, or put, you can put any color. And this is the size. Okay, so it's mainly for that plot parameter. Specify the characters of the drawing a circle. Now try again whatever. Yes, so it appeared. You can. Suppose I put here another color. Suppose I put here this color as a red color. So now it shows a red color. Okay. And suppose I put the size, suppose 5. So now it will be also a small. Okay, you can see it through this type of things. Okay, this type of circle you can get. But when I put the 16, so it shows a circle. Suppose I put at that 50. You can see it show this type of things too. So 16 is the 16 for the circle. Okay, so is the constant value for 16. When you put at the 16, basically it is the parameter to specifies the characteristic to be drawn a circle. For the circle, we have to put at the 16. Then it will be draw the circle. Okay, so it's create this type of circle. Mainly this type of coordinate, we just visualize this type of circle. And in this time, suppose you can also use the another function. Yes.
Yeah, the circle that is just the position of each country.
Yes, each country. Yeah. When I want to add the base map, then you can easily get it. It's the we can get the
so
base
it
map
means
also.
this
Yeah.
it means this circle is representative like each country.
Yeah. So it represented
Okay.
this type of location, basically longitude
Ah,
and
okay, okay,
latitude. This
okay.
type of
I see.
location
Yeah, yeah,
show
yeah, yeah.
in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we plot that these things in here, and now we can also use the other function to save the feature as a GeoJSON file. So GeoJSON is one kind of file. This file we also need to for other time. We can easily convert it as a GeoJSON. GeoJSON basically it's one kind of data format. Okay, GeoJSON is the another kind of data format. So using the GeoJSON, we can easily make the interactive or web mapping. Okay, so in this time for the we can easily using the function st write. So this is the one kind of function st write. This function helps you to make the GeoJSON file. Suppose I
So
put
why it is
yeah
important to
yeah
why it is important to convert to
because
GeoJSON?
GeoJSON mainly when you want to make the interactive map, mainly interactive or animated map, then
Okay,
GeoJSON file need for the GeoJSON file
okay,
need
okay.
when you want to make the interactive map. So that's why in this time this type of feature or this type of point we convert as a GeoJSON file.
Okay.
So for that for the converting, I also write the comment. It will be better. Convert GeoJSON file to make interactive mapping. Okay. So for the converting, we are use the function stwrite, and further I simply call these points, and then you can put here that dsn, mainly it's the data source name. Okay, the data source name. D for data, S for source, N for name. You can put any name. Suppose I put the name is that data dot. I put the format name GeoJSON. GeoJSON. I put this name GeoJSON. Okay, and then further put the another argument. It's called the delete, mainly delete data source before attempting to write. So delete DSN, I put the true, T for true. So now you can see it will be deleting the source GeoJSON failed, writing the data source using the drive and GeoJSON, writing 146 feature with the 5 field geometry type point. Okay, so in this time here total 146 point. Okay, so now it create the GeoJSON. So further we also use this GeoJSON file. If you want to check from here, you can see. Suppose I try to open from here. Just I simply refresh these things. So this file name is the put the data GeoJSON. So here you can see the file data GeoJSON. Yeah, you can see this is the file. Okay, this file now I create using the stwrite function. Okay, I put the file name data GeoJSON. So that's why you also get the data GeoJSON also in here. Okay, so now this is the plot. We can get this type of plot. In this time, I want to add a base map. Suppose when I want to add the any base map, then I can easily visualize all of those country, all of those things. I can easily get the from here. So in this time, we are using the open street map. Suppose I add the open street map in here. Open street map library function to get the map tiles with the open map function. So in this time, we try to write the code in here. So in this time, I just simply install a library, OpenStreetMap. So click on here, and then go to the click on the package and click on the install and install a package. This package name is the OpenStreetMap. So just put here the OpenStreetMap. You can see OpenStreetMap. So simply select and click to the install. So now this package is also installing. Okay. Further, we can easily use this package. Okay. After doing these things, is successfully installed. So just I simply import the library of OpenStreet. So library, and then put the library name, mainly it's a OpenStreetMap. I simply import and run. It will run. Okay. Now you have, in this time we have to set the upper left and lower left, mainly your coordinate. Mainly you have to define the your coordinate mainly. Suppose when you can see any map, suppose I will show you a map. Suppose you can see, suppose Bangladesh map. I put the example, suppose Bangladesh map. Suppose here you can see, in this time we can get this type of value. You can see it is the 39° north, 28° east, from 98° east. Okay. So in this time I want to use this type of value, suppose upper and also lower. Okay. Upper and lower, I put the value about my coordinate. So let's go and try to add this type of value, mainly coordinate value, upper and lower part. Suppose I just take a variable, suppose upper left, and make a list about that. So in this time, I simply check your coordinate. So basically, in this time, you add this type of country, Nigeria, or also Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, and then further, you can also put at that. Okay, Nigerian and Congo. Okay, so in this time, I try to add here that, suppose Nigeria coordinate. Suppose I simply search on the Google. Basically, it's need for that adding the base map. So just I simply search here the Nigeria coordinate. Simply search. So here you can see we can get this type of value for the Nigeria coordinate. So simply I simply choose the latitude and longitude from here. Latitude, mainly it's a latitude. Simply copy the latitude. And paste here. And then further put here the longitude. Set the longitude, I simply copy the longitude.
So why you don't get the latitude that we have in Excel sheets in the CSV file?
Okay, so in this time it also okay, no problem. In this time, this coordinate mainly show you the base map. Okay, suppose it will be start
Okay.
from that Nigeria, and suppose in part also show about that Congo, between this place. So all of those part in my base map it show.
So it means here we can take the OpenStreetMap
Yeah.
or what I mean, this map box.
Yes. Yes. Suppose in this time we are
We
just
can
make a range. Suppose from this latitude and from this latitude, I choose my area. This area I want to visualize as a base map.
only the these areas. It means that we would like to visualize only the specific area,
Yeah.
specific country.
Yeah.
It's like a filter.
Yeah. So in this time I take the
Okay.
another, suppose lower right. I put here the lower right. Lower right. You want to see. In the lower right, if you want, you can also choose a one coordinate from your Excel file. Suppose I choose it. or I try. First of all, I try what happened for that. So it's a the visible for mainly it's a longitude. So I copy the longitude value. Longitude value, simply paste here, and so put the latitude value. Okay, so I take the lower value, upper value, and lower value. I simply take from here. So I simply put this. I need the base map based on this range. Okay. So now I take a variable. Suppose base map. I just simply call a function. This function called the open map. Open map. It's one kind of function. This open map function I simply put it at the upper left range to lower right range. Simply copy and paste here. Okay. And then I put here the type. So put here the type. I put the type, it's a open street map. So put here the OSM, open street map. So now try to run the code and also plot this map. Now try to check what happened. Okay, we can get this type of range, but it not focus our mainly it's show the another region. Okay, so in this time we have to find out the fixed value, mainly which value cover my longitude and latitude. I want to use this type of value. Then we also get the better result. So in this time, I also want to add the points also in here. Then check what happened. Suppose I want to also plot the point. So for doing these things, just I call the take a variable, suppose point one. I call the st transform this point as a OSM, open state map. Okay, and further I want to just show this result. Okay, just plot this result. For plotting that, simply use the plot function and then call the geometry and call this point, and further I put the PCS equal to 16 to get the circle, and I put the color. Suppose I put the color is a red color, or you can put any color as a his choice. Okay, and then put at the CX, mainly it's the plot specific point sample size, plot sample size. I put here the suppose 2 pixel, and then add all of those things, add true. Okay, so now try to run this code again. Now we check what. Okay, so it show the visualize the open street map. So let me, I think I have to change this type of coordinate. Then we get the proper result. So what's the value I can put in here for the upper part and lower part? So mainly upper and lower part parameter latitude and longitude coordinate to define the area to be mapped. Okay, so this type parameters is specific source of the map tiles. Where is the reliable? Okay, this can be load the tiles. Okay, so in this time you already send me the boundary shape file. So let me check your boundary shape file from here. I try to download it because in this time we have to use the specific boundary coordinate. Then we can get the better result. So I download this shape file. and I try to open it. I try to open the QGIS software, just watching this shapefile. Okay, just I open this shapefile and then check the coordinate from here. Okay, so it shows this type of coordinate. So you can see we also have the open state map also in here. Suppose you can see open state. So now this is my area. So you can see here coordinate. Okay, so it show the coordinate in here. Okay, so I want to show from here. Suppose this is my study area. Okay, so 31.
So where did you get the OpenStreetMap? Is from your
Okay, so I already installed this OpenStreetMap in
hello?
my QGIS.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello,
Hello?
hello. Okay, can you hear me now? Yeah. Hello, hello.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So here my QGIS, I already installed the OpenStreetMap. So for that, how I can install this OpenStreetMap in the QGIS software? So for that, you can simply go to the plugin.
So
Yeah,
the OpenStreetMap is a shapefile or no?
it's not a shapefile. OpenStreetMap mainly it provide you the state view of
Thinking.
the map.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? Suppose for that you can simply go to the install and you can simply search here installed. Simply search a package. It's called that mainly OpenStreetMap or OSM. You can see Open Layers plugin or Quick OSM. Okay, so basically this is the layer about that Quick OSM, OpenStreetMap. Okay, simply install this package, and then further you can simply check your simply check your you can see Quick OSM from where you can easily
Yeah.
add
So
the
it's like a base map. It's like a base map.
yes, it's a base map. So basically this time I open this map in here because I want to check the coordinate. You can see here it show the coordinate value we can get from here. So when you can see this is the coordinate about that. Okay, so you can see coordinate. Then this time I want to choose the coordinate. Okay, 34.11 degree minus 24 degree 44. Okay, so this is the one value. Suppose I want to put in here this coordinate value. So this value I simply import in my R Studio for the upper part. Upper I put at the value. So basically this value is that uh, the 4.11 and then minus 20 degree 44. Okay. And then further check the lower value. So here you can see the lower part. I want to show this is my lower part. It show that suppose 11 minus 11 point. Okay, so these things I want to show in here. So for that here you can see. Okay, so I want to show from here. So just I input the value in here in my art studio. Basically this value is that 38 8.06 to negative 13.13. So now let's check what happened. We check this. Get working. Oh my god. Okay, I think so. It's showing this type of things. Okay. I think it will be fast part. Now check again on the code. Okay, so we can see now we can get this. Okay, so you can see this we can get this type of things. So now I also plot the point also as a red color. Okay, so now I guess we can get this type of point. Okay, I think we also need to do the more about that. It will be better, but it also visualize about this type of point. Okay, we can get this type of point in here. I think we also check the more. Okay, here you can suppose I choose from here also. So it will be minus 20, 51 minus. So I have from here. Suppose copy this. Just I use this in here. Suppose in the lower part I put here the lower part minus 20.18 from 18.29. So now run the code again. It working. Okay. So now I can see now we can get this type of base map. Okay. And I think in this time it cover all of our point. So I also put the point also. Okay, I think we also not put also from here also. You can say some point is also in here. So for that I also choose my coordinate again. So I want to choose also from here. Okay, I choose from here. Suppose minus 2020. Okay, I put the value. Look like that. I put the value suppose minus 20 29.1. I just increase the this latitude. I put the latitude value suppose 47 point 47.98 and try to check about what did happen. So now upload this base map. Okay, so now I can see it also increasing the this side also increase and also plot this point also. Okay, so now I can see it cover all of those points also in here. So in this time it look like that because I put the center 2. So in this time it create the 2 pixel circle. Suppose I just remove these things, and run the code. In this time we can get that bold. You can see we can get this type of circle. So in this time we just try to add the PCS also about that. It will be better, and add the true. So that's why also add the base map. Okay, this time we get these other things. Okay, so now try to run the code again. Suppose it's my upper and lower. Okay, so we can get this type of map. So I hope now you can easily get this idea how we can easily add the base map in our studio. So now if you want, you can also add the label. Suppose I want to add some label. What is the meaning about the circle? What's the value? It can be different types of label you can easily add in here for the label. So for the adding the label, we are just at some level. So just you can say simply use at that we are just put at the plot the base map and also display the this type of things in here. So now I want to add the levels. For adding the level, we have to use the function. This function called the text function. Text function to add the level. Okay. So let's go try to add the text function. So just use here the text, and then I put the
I have a question. So the bubbles we can just increase or decrease.
okay. For
Just
that, you can also just try to increase this value. Mainly when I put the 16, then we can get this type of things. Suppose when you put at that
small.
more small, suppose put at the suppose I just put at the suppose 5. So now I can see what we can get. Okay, I run the code again.
It will be very small.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Okay, so I think we have to put the these things. Suppose just I increase and try to check what happened. Okay, you can see it will be increasing. Yeah. So this is the point size. It's a circle size. I put the 1. Can it show this type of things? Okay, so I run the code again. For code again. Okay, it will be now is very small. Okay, so this is the point circle size. And when I put at the 16, basically it make the circle. Okay, 16 mainly it's make the circle, and this is the point size. Okay, so now you can get this type of point. So now I want to add the label. All of point I want to add the label. So how I can add the label? We are just using the text function to add the label. So I put the text, and then I just use the function st coordinates. St coordinates and call my point. Okay, and then use at the comma sign, and then put the argument labels. I want to add this point and then put here. So now which level you want to choose. So in this time you check your data. So you can see the data. You check your Excel file. Suppose here you can see your Excel file. If you want, you can also add here the admin one. Then it show this type of region name. Okay. Suppose you want to add this column, then it show this type of value. is point. Okay, suppose I want to add this type of name. Okay, so further I simply copy the admin one. These things I
We have,
simply copy.
but
Yeah.
we have two things. We have two things. The first one is to show what is the coverage, the coverage countries. So this is the coverage countries. It means that we would like to labels to show to display the admin one.
Okay,
So,
so
but in the same time, maybe we can say, okay, we would like to display the admin one and also the percentage, so that you
okay,
can know in this admin one, this is the percentage, and this is the percentage. So,
okay. Let me try. Wait.
yeah.
I simply copy the admin one and then try to add in here. And further, we are just put the position. Suppose mainly POS. It's mainly position specified for the text, and value can be 1, 2, 3, 4, respect indicating the position of the below of the left or right. So in this time I put the position suppose equal to B, and then offset equal to suppose let's say 1. I put this one. So now try to check what happened. Okay, so now it look like this type of things, but not much good. Okay, basically this it's so very long. So for that position,